We are 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. We are body, mind, and spirit. We can harmonize these 3 aspects of our being by increasing our awareness of how and why they are connected. Mastering and harmonizing our body, mind, and spirit is the key to achieving total well-being. You will lighten up by purifying your body, liberating your mind, and igniting your creative spirit. As you master and harmonize your body, mind, and spirit, you will unleash your highest potential in every aspect of your life. You will start living your best life as your highest self. Are you ready to lighten up?
Voice America TV proudly presents Lighten Up, featuring your host, Suzanne Ross, inspirational author, motivational speaker, and wellness expert.
Hello and welcome to Lighten Up. I'm so thrilled to be here today with Rachel Gedney. Rachel is the Wisdom Mentor, and she's coming to us from Hove, London by the Sea. Welcome, Rachel.
Oh, hello, Suzanne. It's wonderful to be here. And I just have to say, it really is an honor and a privilege that you reached out to me and are interviewing me today. Thank you so much for doing that.
Oh, it's truly my pleasure and my honor as well.
Thank you. Can I just acknowledge you for one moment?
Oh,
you sent me your absolutely wonderful book with such a beautiful message in it for me, which is incredible. And when I started to read it, it really touched me because there is so much synergy between us and our work, our personal lives and our professional lives. And I thought, I have just got to come to Sedona at some point. So for me, I have to say, a big heartfelt thank you for inviting me onto your show and for writing this book. It's brilliant. I love it.
That means so much to me. Thank you so much. That was totally unsolicited, folks, I swear. I was completely unexpected and deeply appreciated. And there are so many parallels on our paths. And, it's really what I'm finding when I'm reaching out to women around the country or around the globe, that it's really the parallels on our paths and our like-mindedness that, attracts us. I think it's that law of attraction in action. What do you think?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Like attracts like. We do attract, right? And it's global. That's the perfect thing. It's global.
That's what's been so astonishing for me to discover, because we tend to live in our little places. I'm in, the Southwest and California, in Sedona, and I think, well, this is the spiritual hub, women are really waking up here, to greater empowerment. And then I reach out to women, all around the country and all around the globe, and I'm so delighted to see, all of this feminine energy really exploding around the planet.
Absolutely, and please don't let's forget our men folk,
right?
The ones that are supporting
the feminine energy.
It is absolutely, because there's so many of them who are incredibly supportive.
Well, thank you so much for bringing that up, because I couldn't agree more. And so I often talk about feminine energy as opposed to just saying, oh, it's, women only. I do, and I have, men coming on my show, and so, yes, it really is wonderful. And I think that is a hallmark of the feminine era, is that it's about unity. It's not, oh, now the women are in charge and the men are out. It's not like women, men are out. No, it's, it's all about the unity and really coming together to create powerfully.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, we're equal, but not the same at all. We're not the same, but it just is incredible what is happening right now. And I love it. I mean, the men say, you girls are having far too much fun. I want to be involved. I've parked that and thought, okay, at some point, because I do have male friends coming to me and asking my advice on all manner of things. But right now I'm just working with females, but that's not to say at some point I will bring the males in and we'll have male speakers like you do. because they're very important. The male perspective is very important for whatever we're doing.
Beautifully said. Rachel has had a diverse lifestyle, to say the least, but she has spent the last 40 years of her life really becoming who she is today. Tell me more about how, everything in your life has come together to, create the wisdom mentor that you are.
Okay, well, the name came about is because ever since childhood, pretty much, I have been called wise beyond my years, wise and smart. So that's it. That's where that comes in. And the mentor, I am a mentor. I am not a coach. I'm a sports coach, but I'm not what I would term a coach. I'm more of a mentor. So when I was doing the branding, it was a male friend of mine. We sat down and I had no idea what to call myself. And he said, you want to be the something mentor. And the wisdom just came in. And as soon as I started using that and then getting the branding done, people were coming back to me and saying, love the name. So I knew. And in fact, just recently I've had a conversation with a friend, a girlfriend, and she said, that's me. You've got the name first. So that's how that came about. Now the journey to get to where I am, I came across this word on a TED talk just recently called multi-potentialite. It's generally used for people who have no direction necessarily about their life. Some people at childhood know exactly what they want to do, whether it's a doctor or a nurse or a school teacher or whatever. I had no clue. I just knew I wanted to run my own business, but I had no clue what it was going to be. So my journey has been very diverse, I suppose, because I've got a lot of interests. I've been trying to figure it out, what I want to do, and now I finally landed at me and brought all of those things under one banner. But my history, my career has gone from business to legal to farming to financial to sport to dance. But it's all now brought together, which you have seen on the website.
You have done an incredible job of pulling that all together, and really allowing people to choose between these different offerings, but hopefully to progress through them, because as a whole, it really addresses body, mind, and spirit. So for body, you offer all of this health and fitness programming, and you have a long history of, health and fitness training to back it up. And then you go into the mind, which, is really the mental aspect of what we're doing on a daily basis with our careers and our business and our finances. And then the spiritual, by really bringing in that divine feminine, and now including, some spiritual practices. So it's really beautiful how you've used all of the experience and knowledge, from your life to provide people with such a comprehensive mind, body, spirit program.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. It has been a labor of love, I have to say, and I have confused myself to the point where I thought, I just need to stop and go and get a job because it was confusing me as to what I was offering. But once I split things, it all became very clear. And the fact is, people can choose one, two, or all of them. And a lot of the females I'm working with on the Divine Feminine Wisdom, they are naturally entrepreneurs. So naturally, they want some of my business mentoring as well, or the financial side of things. So everything fits together. My business is my life is my business, and I've noticed you are the same.
Yes, absolutely. There isn't really a distinct separation, between your business life, your professional life, and your personal life. No. Especially when you're doing what you love and you love what you do, there's, such interconnectivity in everything. And, as I dove into your programming, I was so impressed by everything that you're offering at each level, of your programs. And when we come back from break, we are going to dive in and talk more about the 3 different levels she offers within each of her 3 different programs and how much she has to offer. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Lighten Up. I am here today with Rachel Gedney, the Wisdom Mentor. Welcome back, Rachel.
Hello, good to be here. I wish I was there.
Someday soon.
Someday very soon, definitely.
We're going to dive into Rachel's programming now, and she does offer 3 different programs, and each one of them have 3 different levels. She has Divine Feminine Wisdom, she has got Health and Fitness, and then she has the Lifestyle Entrepreneur. And within each of those, she has 3 progressive levels: Initiation, Immersion, and Mastery. Would you like to start by sharing the Divine Feminine Wisdom programming, Rachel?
Yeah, absolutely. Divine Feminine is all about sensuality. Think about things like we've grown because we sit down in our chairs so much now. Our hips become stiff, and when we're walking down the road, we're walking fast, and we end up walking a lot like men. So it's like, come on, ladies, take it back and get a little bit more sensual and swing those hips. Start walking with that sway in your hip. It's amazing how it makes you feel. You immediately drop into your feminine, and the reaction you get from other females looking at you as if to say, ooh, that looks good. And males, obviously, the smile on their face when they're seeing a woman walk like that, swinging her hips. So we cover things like this.
I have to stop you just for a second and share my experience with that, Rachel, because it was so funny and it was fun and it was just interesting to observe other people's reaction. So because you had suggested that, I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I'm in a hurry. I only have a half hour to get back to the house, and I jumped out of my truck and I took off, and I thought, no. I'm going to take Rachel's advice. I am just going to slow down, and I am going to try this, just subtle little, hip swing in my walk. And I mean, immediately, people were turning and looking, and I just got this funny smile on my face, like, wow, this does it feels feminine. It's just kind of fun. And yeah, I highly recommend it.
Brilliant. I love it. I love it when people do. The first time I did, I was just a beaming smile on my face because you just feel so different. And it's like, this is what it feels like. And it's just being conscious of it. I'm not saying I do it all the time, but when I get that feeling, it's like, yeah, it's so cool. And it really does calm you down as much as anything.
And then it just slows you down, and I became more present in the moment. And, then the appreciation came in of just being in this beautiful store with these wonderful people. And, so.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you did that. That's a great testimonial. Thank you. It's not just me.
Absolutely. So yes, please do continue to tell us more about the programs in Divine Feminine.
Okay, we touch on hormones. That's a very, very big subject. I am no expert and I'm no doctor, but when I started understanding more about my hormones, from your 20s right through to your 70s, and it really is fantastic. And what I have also brought on board is beautiful essential oils, which I now use to support my immune system and my hormones. I'm not menopausal yet, but I'm actually at the age that I should be, and I know that's going to be coming, so I'm actually bringing in and learning all about hormones and how I can best support them without going on to normal what we call medication. And then other things that we do, dance. We do a lot of dance. Belly dance is one particular thing that I've studied. Again, it's very feminine. You're using the hips. It's lovely. Every woman should try belly dancing. And then the healthy pleasure, we talk about things like tantra, red and white tantra. So white tantra is solo and red tantra is with a partner, using the jade egg, all sorts of things like that. So there's a lot that we cover in there. So that's why I had to do the 3 levels of courses, because there's so much information. To hit somebody with it all at the beginning, it's just too much.
You do offer so much in each one of your levels. I was just really blown away by, the plethora of benefits within each program. That is awesome. It's like there's videos and there's slides and there's, PDF documents, and then of course there's movement, and so it's so much fun and so comprehensive and truly life-changing and very transformational. So let's move into then the health and well-being. So that is offering different types of modules to enhance one's health and fitness.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, the health and well-being, obviously we touch on things like the meditation, Pilates, yoga, all of those kinds of things. But then we also go into things like the strength training. I'm an advocate of building strength. I know you are too, and I use weights. I do love the gym. I know a lot of women don't, but even if it's bottles of water, because you need to have the muscle content in order to be able to have that fit and active life for the rest of your life. Otherwise, you're going to have the aches and pains and things. Now, I have osteoarthritis in one of my knees, but because I have enough muscle content everywhere else, it supports it. Yes, it's still there, but I am supported. Otherwise, I would be walking with a walking stick if I didn't. And I do not intend to be like that in old age. So that, to me, the strength training, whether it is bands or whether it is weights, is very important. And then the nutrition side of things. I will add here that in all of my programs, it's not just me. I have plenty of associates around me and I do interviews with them. So I'm bringing specialists in to talk about things. I might have specialist knowledge in certain fields, and I have knowledge in all of these fields, but to go deeper into something, that's where I bring other people in, and that's where I bring people in like you.
That is remarkable, including, Skype consultations and then interviews with guest experts. It's just remarkable, everything that you offer. And then you have the Lifestyle Entrepreneur Program. Can you expand on that?
Okay, well, Lifestyle Entrepreneur is really choosing the lifestyle you want and then building your work or business around it. So that essentially is what it is. Now, an example of that is me, what I want to do with my life. I want to live in Spain and be able to run everything online so that I'm living there but not working there as such. So it's all online because it's global, and run global retreats from there. Now, if your business is not supporting your lifestyle, then you are actually doing something wrong. So I help my ladies get clarity in exactly what kind of lifestyle they're after, because a lot of people are in jobs that they just don't enjoy or don't like, and they're not happy. So it's creating the lifestyle, choosing that and getting clear on that, and then building the life, the business and the work around it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, and I love the way you talk about the laptop lifestyle.
Well, yes,
you can work remotely from anywhere in the world that has Wi-Fi, and that's the beauty of this show as well. I mean, it's the global reach, because internet TV, anybody who has a television, an iPad, a computer with Wi-Fi, in any part of the globe, can access it. And so that's the beauty of online. Your internet programs can be used by anyone on the planet. It's incredible.
The age now, I mean, I don't particularly talk about it, but one of my close friends, she's what's called a digital nomad. She's traveling the world with her laptop and running her courses from that. That's not my bag. That's not what I want to do. I need to have a base. But she's really happy, and it's great what she's doing. I admire her, what she's doing, but it's not my kind of thing. But if somebody was interested in that, then obviously I would pass them over to her, because she's the expert on that now.
There's a lot of freedom around that, ability to travel with your laptop or iPad, and there's freedom. And then on the other hand, you have to have self-discipline not to work 24/7.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we come back, we are going to talk more about Rachel's passion around a particular cause. And then we're going to talk about how she's celebrating her 55th birthday by giving you gifts. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
It's Rachel Gedney, the Wisdom Mentor here. Welcome aboard my Goddess Yacht to Pleasure Island. Now that you're safely aboard, please take a look around where you will find some fun, informative, interesting, and some very juicy things too. The Wisdom Quadrant will tell you all about me and what we do here. We have the latest news that has some freebie offers within it. Take a look at the services and the special offers that are chosen especially for you. If you want to work with me, we have Divine Feminine Wisdom, Health and Wellbeing, Lifestyle Entrepreneurs, and also Essential Oils. There are some upcoming events that you might like to join, and I have some groups that you also might like to join. Take a look at the videos, the resources, photos, and the causes that I support. There are various ways to contact me should you have any questions. Please have fun, enjoy your trip. Thank you for sailing with me. It will be my pleasure to get to know you. Ciao, Bella.
Welcome back to Lighten Up. I'm here with Rachel Gedney, and we're having so much fun talking about all the parallels on our paths and, you know, the divine synchronicities that brought us together and how that is the case for women around the globe that are uniting in a sense of empowerment and unity. It's just wonderful. Rachel has a special promotion on her website, and it's all around celebrating her 55th birthday.
Yay! Yeah, it's a big year this year. So I decided, I thought, what can I do as an offer? And it's all around the fives. So essentially it is having 55 meaningful and deep conversations with 55 women for 55 minutes. It's really for women who want more of everything, you know, more romance, more femininity, more joie de vivre, more vitality, more radiance in their life. So yeah, that's what I'm offering.
I love it. I know on your site you have a saying, radiance is your greatest gift. That's so beautiful. And also a favorite quote by Fred Astaire, do it big, do it right, and do it with style. That so describes you, my dear. No Fred Astaire Ginger Rogers film ever escaped my attention. I'm a dancer at heart, but my horses took over when I was young. So, you know, I've danced all my life, and that saying, do it big, do it right, and do it with style was just totally right, and totally right for me. And so I'm having to follow what I'm preaching here. Yes, and so now I would like to focus on a cause that Rachel is really passionate about, and it's around abolishing human trafficking. Can you tell us how that became such an important cause for you?
Honestly, Suzanne, I don't know where this really comes from, but it has resonated in me since I was probably a teenager. I don't know why. My family history doesn't have any abuse in any way. In fact, I had a blissful childhood. We spent our childhood in the Middle East, and people say it was an exotic childhood. You know, we were very happy. I've got a loving family. But for some reason, any abuse against women and children, it honestly makes my blood boil. And when I came across the human trafficking, abolishing human trafficking, the girls that I met at an event, it was like I'd always thought I would have my own foundation, but I thought actually I don't need to have my own foundation. I can just hook in with them, and it's just brilliant. And so really that is what is my why. Everything I do is to be able to, you know, have everything online, so it releases my time to be able to do more with the charity, not just give money, but to do more. Thankfully, most people now know what I'm trying to achieve, and they're very supportive of it. But as they say, one person can't do everything, but everyone can do something. And so whatever it is you can do, whether it is just reposting or whatever, then it's just to get the awareness out there as much as anything, because people, they really don't think that human trafficking is a big problem, and yet it is a massive global problem.
Thank you for letting us know that, and I'm sure you've inspired many people to see if they can reach out and do something to support that cause. So thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for being on my show today, Rachel. I just love the connection that we've made, and I know that we're going to continue to nurture our friendship, and so I'm just so delighted and grateful that you could be here with me today.
I'm delighted that you asked in the first place, and as I said, it is a pleasure and an honor to be here. So thank you so much for allowing me a bit of time to get my message out there. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank all of my fans for joining us for another episode of Lighten Up. And remember, live well and love life.